Right, I'm still going. I want to like contextualize a few things, but I snogged a bird a few weeks ago at this gig, and she was pretty fucking hot. But you know what? I could see she was just playing games. Like when I first got chatting to her, she beelined me a couple of times. So like I asked her for a drink basically and went and sat down with her. And yeah, I was thinking, yeah, I'll chat her up. Basically, I was like, see if I can pull her. And she had that look in her eye. But before long, I realised she was a fucking game player, and like I kissed her because I was bored and I wanted to see how far she was taking it. I could see she was just running me off against some other dude straight away, and I basically went along with it. I knew what was happening, so I played along. Because it was quite quiet, there wasn't much happening, there wasn't many people to talk to. She was entertaining. I basically used her to entertain me, and I knew when to fuck off. And she was chaos, man. She was fucking chaos. Like she fell out with the bouncers there. She refused to pay. She got fucking barred, and she tried to drag me into her fucking drama. And she was just like, she like suddenly, very likely had a personality disorder, and she was drunk on top of it. But I didn't feel attractive. I didn't feel like I pulled. I didn't feel good about it. I kissed her a few times because that's how far she was keep teasing me to see if I was going to fucking chase her. She was playing a very glorified, weird game of chase me, and wanted to scream off into the night because everyone hates me and wanted to take me with her. And I was like, no, no, you're not gonna. I'm not gonna walk off with you. So I didn't. Um, that's another one of my fucking woman's needs, by the way. I get what women say when they needed to feel wanted and attractive, and like sometimes while I've been single, or if I've had little flirtations and whatever, it sort of does make me feel attractive. Um, but it's it's what it actually said to me was, mate, look at what you're attracting. That's what it said to me. It didn't make me feel anything good. And like I was being a manipulative piece of shit, but then so was she, and I could see that. So I thought, okay, what are you doing? What are you up to? See how far you'll actually take it. That's why I kissed her. I thought, was she willing to take it that far? So I just went to kiss her, and she did. And that happened a few times, and it was like, but it was just all part of it. I could see it all happening, and like see what she was trying to latch onto. But I was thinking, she's your mirror. She's probably as hot as you think you are. And she's fucking chaos. She's showing you what you're offering at the moment. And that's a very just real and okay lesson, because it's the things that would be perceived as parts of me, but they're not me. They're not me. It's tangible shit, you know? You don't hear women saying, like women like to talk about their boyfriends. I know this because I'm friends with a lot of women. And what does your boyfriend do then? What does your new boyfriend do? Oh, he's got mental health issues, so he just sits around all day fucking worrying about shit and getting freaked out over nothing and crying and he's like struggling to fucking make meals and shit. Struggling to do 3 meals a day, that's a victory. That's a good day. If he's got up, showered, been to the gym and made 3 fucking meals, even if they're ready meals, that's a good day of interaction with the world. Yeah, God, I love him. You don't hear that. You don't hear women say, "Oh, I really want some sort of fucking emotionally unavailable drifter that like is thoroughly confused by the world and really has struggled knowing his place with people and can't interact in groups." Like that's just one of my realities. When I read that, it was while I was going through the things about graphs in that graph, but it just highlighted so many times at uni when people would just tune me out, and it was always in group talks. I really don't function well, and I seem like I want to be the center of attention, and it's like I never know when it's my turn. I never know what to speak about, and I always seem to like people seem to, when they talk to me, feel as if they're being pulled away from the conversation, so then they want to rejoin it. But then I watch other people just chipping in and saying things. But then when I chip in and say something, it's wrong. And that's like it made me feel victimized. It made me feel not fitting in. But it was a symptom of my mental fucking lack of learning difficulty. I mean, it also equates to social learning. And that's just one of I wasn't even diagnosed until I was 39. And I've been finding out all sorts of shit and going, that's what it's fucking been in so many fucking ways. And that's one of them. It's like, you know, basically, I want whoever she ends up being, I need to show her what she's fucking getting. So I need to make what's left of the dream fucking happen. Build the nest and let her come and fly home, whoever she ends up being. But more like, be something, be a something that lives somewhere and does something and exists as this and has a framework of stuff around him. And I want her to be able to say, when she refers to my mental health issues, say, my boyfriend's got 3 personality disorders, yet he's done da-da-da and da-da-da and da-da-da. He doesn't let it get to him. Why don't you talk to him? He might be able to help you. That's how I want my girlfriend to refer to me. But I always hear girlfriends, if they talk about their boyfriend's mental health issues, it's always, I think always been in the context of he's cheating, or he's hit her, or he's drunk all the time, or he's jobless and he's costing her loads, and it's this and it's that. And I know he's got mental health issues, and I do try to help him with that, but I don't want to be that boyfriend with mental health issues. And so that's why I'm saying I'm excluding myself, and people automatically think I'm being down on the sort of person I am. But I'm not. It's like people need more than good intentions and a pure heart and a loving heart. Is anyone pure? I don't know. But people need more than that. People need tangible things around them, and people need to, just people hang around in groups. When they're couples, they all go out together in groups, and groups are really hard for me, like meals out and that. I never know when to speak, unless I get put up for attention sometimes and things like that, and I fall into my role. And that's kind of why I'm saying, that's why I come across as needy, because it's like there's can't interact, can't connect. Like, oh, look, I can interact and I can connect. No wonder I fucking latch onto it, because it's like, understanding that group interactional element of myself means I need to make some changes and learn some things, and maybe ask for help and whatever, and try to change that. But for now, accept that it's like, mate, you're just lost in that situation. You're not going to be firing on all cylinders. That's okay. I need to accept a lot of things about myself that, yeah, now and then I do feel unlovable, because I just think no one wants to love someone this in pain. It's hurtful. It's hurtful for them. Love's not supposed to be that. Love's not supposed to be about healing me. I've got fix me written all over me, and I know that. And I know what fix me looks like in a relationship, and I know how it gets interpreted. And, people are encouraged to walk away from someone who's got issues. And I can totally see the logic. Which is another reason I just think, well, I'm not worthy. I'm kind of not worthy. I don't think that Mikey, myself, I'm not worthy. To be totally fucking frank, I can't see why there's not more hundreds of you desperately wanting me to come and fill you up with my delicious babies. I really don't. There's loads to fucking love, and that's never been a doubt. But there's just loads of incompatibility, which is actually very fucking real. But the only way I can do that is to, I need to be something, go out with a ball. So I need to be, I'm a blank. So much of my form filling is not applicable. I don't have so much of a framework of stuff around me. Which is why I always feel I'm looking in and I'm intruding, because I'm always seeing a closed network, as it were. That's how it always sort of feels. I'm being allowed into a network for a while, but then I need to go. And I haven't got my own one in a lot of ways. So I need to create one, I need to build one, and I've got to start here, where I'm renting a little room in a house with a cat. I can't come home and offload to my partner if I've had a tough day. I've got a cat that comes up and goes, I love you. I love you too. And we get all soppy. That's my therapy. But then I've got these, and that's why I'm using them a lot today, because there's just so much swirling whirlingness around me. Um, and it's all related to the loneliness and the fear of interacting with the world because of the constant reminders of why it's so fucking difficult. And despite those reminders, knowing that so often people go, what do you mean? What do you mean? What does it matter if people look at you funny? It's like, because they're people that you're about to speak to, and then you notice them sort of go and look away. And you think, what was that? And, you know, there's specific or difficult interactions face to face with people. And it's, you know, it's it happens so much. And it's one of the things I struggle with a lot. Because there's just so much vacance, and then suddenly there's a window that's open and I can look through it for a while, and then it has to close, and I know why it has to close, because it's not my house. If you know what I mean. I get to look in the window. I'm a perv. I sit in the tree with my binoculars, and then they draw the curtains. No, I'm not about that. But yeah, that's just fucking. It's a shitty place to start yet again from. Lower than I was before, yet again from. That's what it's become. That's what it's become. It's harder and harder to fight. It's harder and harder to fight. But I am still fighting. I'm positive about my support work. I was fucking lifted. Just getting a call from somebody out of the blue, just asking to make an appointment. And then getting a few texts off her because we had to ping pong with the appointment a little bit. But yeah, we've made one. But it's just that she was like, you know, that it's that tangible showing an interest. I'm here to help, and like I need that professionally, because I know my friends can't give that to me. They can't be what they would like to be for me in a lot of ways, is kind of what it comes down to. And that's not that I'm pushing them away. That's another one of the phrases, don't push people away. I'm really fucking not. It's just every time I try to pull you in, I feel you want to go away. And I understand why you want to go away. I totally get it. I'm not being defeatist. I'm just saying it's like, you know, life's smashed itself to bits again, mate. And it's made you extremely fucking isolated and lonely and confused. And it's, you know, it's hard to describe to people because they'll just think, what are you actually talking about? What do you mean you can't do it? And I can't fully explain it in a justifiable way. But I know that when I get asked questions about it, I feel like I'm being interrogated. I feel like I'm being expected to justify it. And that's really hard for me. And I know I'm wrong, but that's how it feels. It feels like, what do you mean by that? Because they don't get it. They need an explanation. But I always think that they're accusing me of talking shit. That is one of my fears that I get. So yeah, still a fuck up, but I'm voicing a lot of this shit because it's a lot of underlying shit that's been bubbling away, and I'm just being more fucking total vocal about it because you need to. You've got to be who you are. Start where you are. Start where you are, even if it keeps feeling like it's worse. And there's just no successes. There's been no successes at the end of my. I'm going to cry again. I'm going to shut up.